Yeah, hello, good evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I've been reading all your comments. I enjoy reading them. It tells me a lot about the mindset of the average Nigerian, and those are some of the things that I'm reacting to through these short videos I make. So, one of the things that I want to speak on today is this issue of God hates divorce. And there's something I realized about the Christianity we practice in this part of the world. Majority of people claim that they don't believe in divorce. But when I look at or when I listen to women um, in marriages, a lot of women today are suffering in these marriages because of in-laws that interfere in the business of couples. And if you have been married, if you are married, you would understand what I'm talking about. A lot of families today have so much interference from in-laws, and in a lot of the cases, even though this interference can come either way from the woman's side or from the man's side, in majority of the cases is usually from the man's side. And culturally, once a woman is married, the family of the man especially expects that the woman is expected to have a child, and they start counting for you. They start counting the months for you, and when these babies don't come as expected, they are the same people that start pushing that man. In a lot of stories I've heard, the men start looking out, the man starts moving about, they start looking for a way to arrange another woman for him to have a baby. In some of these cases, it's been that the woman didn't have a male child. In a lot of the cases, it's usually when the woman didn't have a male child, or she didn't have a child at all. Maybe she had all girls, and she didn't have a male child, and this male child problem is one of the reasons why a lot of Nigerian women keep having children, because they believe that if they have a male child, they're going to be respected by their husbands. Excuse me, they're going to be respected by their husband's family. They're going to be able to protect themselves in their husband's home. um, these are the reasons why so many women go into these marriages and they just start trying to have a male child, because they believe that once they have that male child, they have, in quote, they've secured their position in their husband's house. What women don't realize is that it does not really matter how many children you have or you don't have. If that man is not committed to that relationship, even if you have 10 babies there, it still doesn't change anything. Yeah, but what I'm trying to talk about today is the issue of God hates divorce, and how as a society, yeah, we have equally encouraged these divorces through these interferences that I'm talking about from in-laws, this in-law interference that affects these marriages, especially in cases where the woman hasn't been able to have a child. You know, these things are the ways that we have also enabled divorce, and we, on the other hand, on the other side, we claim that we believe that divorce is not godly. But in our attitude to these women, how have we shown godliness? And that's why I think that the religion we practice more, we're more of traditionalists than religious people, or we are more traditionalists than believers. Yeah, we are more traditionalists. We actually read this Bible, we go to church, but in actual practice of what it means to be Christian, I don't think that the percentage of Christians, if we start looking for them, we may not be able to find any, or we'll just be able to find a handful, because I just see people mouthing this Bible and these scriptures, but our heart is so far from godliness in some of these behaviors I'm talking about. So these couples, they have issues, maybe and it's usually when the woman is the one that has an issue, because in a lot of time, in a lot of cases, when the man is impotent, you know the woman stays with them. Nobody even knows that the man is impotent. I know a lot of couples. I know couples today where the man was impotent or is impotent, and the woman just covers up. Despite the pressures from the man's family, the woman is covering up. They've adopted children. Is the man as impotent? It's still the woman that is being attacked by the man's family, and made to feel that she's barren, she's unable to have a child. So yeah, so in these marriages that in-laws tend to interfere all the time, we are the ones these in-laws are the ones who engineer these divorces. Then, with another mouth, they are saying that God hates divorce when they are the ones that put the fire in a lot of these homes that lead to separation. So I need us to really think and reflect on these things. If you're in a family, if you're part of the people doing this thing, this video is for you to think about it. Did you guys marry a new wife? Are you one of those sisters? Are you one of those in-laws? That you're the one putting the fire in the home of the couple. You're part of the people that engineer this divorce, but you also say that God hates divorce. So think about these things, and this video is for reflection, for personal reflection, of the believers who claim that God hates divorce. Think about the ways you have contributed, to issues in the couples that are around you. How have you contributed to these things? So this is why I want to make this video today, because I think it's actually a hypocrisy to say that God hates divorce when, couples are unable to, really work things out. When there is violence going on and you're telling the woman to stay there, then other relationships, you guys are the ones that are, putting that fire to engineer divorce there. Then you also say that God hates divorce. So this is for reflection, for personal reflection. Let me read what you think about this video. Yeah, have a good evening. Bye.